For the past 2 summers, I've worked with my dad at our small family produce business, started by my grandfather to support his immigrant family. We sorted through fruits and vegetables, keeping the best and tossing the bruised. Raised in a Hispanic household where wasting food was never an option, seeing so much discarded daily didn't sit right with me. So that's where our story begins. So what exactly is the problem? 1 in 5 people in Harris County deal with food insecurity, yet there are 20 billion pounds of food being wasted on U.S. farms every single year.
And it doesn't stop there. Up to 98% of plastic pots like these end up in landfills.
Both of these are a massive issue, not just in dollar loss, but are seriously harming us environmentally. Compost Heroes turns plastic waste and food waste into a powerful, sustainable change.
Presenting Hero Pods, a completely biodegradable gardening pot that can be planted directly into the ground. Made from composted food waste and recycled cardboard, we give waste new life, turning it into something that actually helps the planet. No more plastic plots. Hero Pods can also be used in traditional planners, supporting the UN Smart Cities initiative by making regenerative gardening more accessible in urban areas.
Our journey begins with eco-conscious customers, people seeking greener ways to grow. One early user shared, using Hero Pods made planting feel powerful. Compost Heroes gave our community an easy way to grow green and grow together. We built strong partnerships. R&R Produce donates compost made from unsellable fruits, and the Village Schools Ecoculture Club tested Hero Pods and gave feedback. Rooted in Houston, we plan on collaborating with Urban Harvest and Buchanan Native Plants to bring Hero Pods to more gardens citywide.
Unlike other pods made from cow manure or fabric, Hero Pod doesn't just break down, it enriches the soil too. At Compost Heroes, our mission is to challenge traditional gardening culture. For decades, plastic has dominated, but we believe that needs to change. With Hero Pods, customers make a real, tangible impact, using their purchasing power to join and support a more sustainable tomorrow.
This slide demonstrates that Compost Heroes is not only environmentally impactful, but also financially strong. We have generated $154 in revenue sales since launching our business in November, and $1,500 in pitch competitions. Our current cash flow stands at $252, which shows we're managing our costs responsibly. As shown in the graph, we're quickly moving from early traction to scalable growth, as we're break-even after our 8 pots sold to obtain clean profit and cleaner impact.
Compost Heroes launched using a 5-step go-to-market strategy. First, we built awareness through our school's Ecoculture Club, won multiple JA awards, and our growing Instagram channel. Next, to grow interest, we're partnering with Urban Harvest and Buchanan Native Plants to spread Hero Pods citywide. Then, for trial and purchase, we're using a 3D printed mold to improve quality. Finally, loyalty. We want our customers to feel like heroes, because when they choose our products, they're helping the planet and creating a new gardening culture.
For every Hero Pod sold, we would like to donate one to Urban Harvest, a local nonprofit that builds gardens and teaches communities how to grow their own food. This helps children, families, and schools in underserved areas access tools for sustainable gardening, from children in school gardens to neighbors in community beds. Now, let's imagine a world where yesterday's waste turns into tomorrow's growth. At Compost Heroes, we're not just reducing food and plastic waste, we are turning it into an opportunity. That Hero Pot that Isabel's holding holds half a pound of food waste. We are turning it into a circular economy. Let's compost and conquer together with one Hero Pot at a time. Thank you. We are open for questions.
Thank you. So I'm from Chick-fil-A, and being in the food service industry, hunger and food insecurity and food waste is a huge issue that we are very involved in. So I really appreciate the mission and what you guys are doing. One of the big challenges is compost collection. So you partnered locally or where you are with these organizations, and that'll be your source of composting. But one of our biggest challenges is how we get the infrastructure in place to be able to compost throughout the country on a big scale. So what are you doing, or how are you thinking about being able to collect all of the food waste that you're going to be utilizing and turning it into compost?
That's a great question. I would love to answer that. So right now we are locally sourced, I agree, but in the future we would like to partner with hopefully grocery stores, giving us that food that they couldn't sell or that started molding, or produces worldwide. But yeah, to answer your question, we would like to scale up to bigger industries.
Can you talk a little bit about the cost differential between the plastic pots we see on the ground and the pots that you guys are creating?
Yeah, of course. So On average, the price of just a basic plastic pot is $2.79 in Texas. And our pots, initially we started with one size. When we just launched in November, we had the small pot for $3. After that, we went to research, visited different garden centers, and we realized that different plants need different options. So we expanded up to 3 sizes: the small hero pot for $3, the regular one for $4, and the larger one for $5.
The one you're holding is medium? The regular, okay. How large is the large?
It's right there on the rose.
It's the rose beer.
Does this technology have the ability to hold together for something bigger than this, or is this?
Yeah, I can answer that. Thank you so much. So we have experimented with basically like our pots and pans, because we don't want to go too much into the 3D printing, as it takes a long time to get such a big 3D print. So they actually can hold big sizes, and we do want to look into doing planters and things like that for bigger gardening. But right now we are focused on seedlings and starting them. And the really cool thing about our hero pots is that the compost is actually also soil enriching, so you don't need to spend more money on fertilizer, and it's kind of all in one, and you have that seedling already growing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Compost Heroes.